Hi, this is Rachel from Pure Photoshop Actions, and I just wanted to do a really quick tutorial today on proper white balance, why it's important, and how to achieve it both in camera and in post-production in case you weren't able to get it in camera. So Crystal and I, when we go out and take images, we really like to try to get it right in camera because it just saves that much more time in post-production. So what we generally do is we like to take a custom white balance. This works as long as you are within a similar lighting situation in terms of color and exposure. If you're moving between sunlight and clouds and shade, or in and outside between natural lighting and artificial lighting, then you're going to have to shoot a different white balance every time and set that as a custom. But as long as you're within one white balance setting, like you're in a shady spot, you just need that one white balance setting and you'll be good. There's a couple ways to do it. You can take a picture of a gray card. The ones that we prefer and have had good luck with are cards like the Robin Myers Imaging RMI gray card or the digital gray card. We've also had some luck with the I can't think of what it's called. I think it's the Last Delight that pops up. That one's been kind of nice. Anyway, those ones have worked really well for some of our white balancing. We'll take a picture of the card, set that in our camera. There's differences between Canon and Nikon, so make sure that you check in your camera how it's done. And then we just shoot as long as we're in the same lighting situation. If you're changing lighting situations or you don't have a great card, you can always use your camera's presets. Those can work really well, and sometimes maybe they don't fit the bill, but sometimes they really can. And another thing you can do is you can do just your basic auto white balance, and sometimes it works great and sometimes it doesn't. So what happens, I guess, so now we're going to talk about what you can do. Oh, and if you do a custom white balance, like if you take a picture of the gray card and you forget to set it in your camera, you can always come into post-production and batch that across your pictures. So those are some ways you can do it beforehand. If things just don't pan out and the picture is, not quite to the color that you like, then you can fix it in post-production. Here we're just going to show the importance of what having a good white balance will do for your picture. It'll just take it from kind of a ho-hum, okay, type of picture to, wow, that looks really great. That's really snappy. So this was a cute little picture that we took, I don't know, this was about a year and a half ago. It was a while ago. And as you can see, it's really kind of cool, and it's a little bit green. I took this and I didn't have a gray card. I had set my camera to the shade setting, and even with the shade setting, he was so far in the shade here that he still is blue. He's still got some blue going on. So how are we going to take care of that? I would say the first thing I want to do is we're going to come in, we're going to try to get rid of the fact that he's so cool. We're going to warm him up. So warm that baby up, and I think we're going to do it twice. And now we've gone from him being kind of cool to, yeah, now it looks like he's sort of in a nice warm, backlit, summery situation. I like that. Okay, let's go down to Pure Baby Set 2 here. We have Green-Eyed Monster. This is going to take care of, it took out some of that green, but I think it went a little too far. It took the green out of the shadows, but now we have a little magenta in the shadows. His cheeks are a little over rosy. I mean, they were rosy cheeks, so we don't want to make them not rosy. But there, I'm just going to turn it down just that little bit to kind of bring it back, I think. And now we've gotten rid of the green. We've got, warmth. We're looking good. I feel, like this picture is more compelling to me. So let's take a look before and after. Here we have this one selected, so let's push Control or Command, and we're going to click, Control or Command, click, and then Control or Command, depending on if you're a Mac or PC. So Control or Command, G, we've got a group. Now we can say, okay, that was where we were before. Here's where we were after, and oh, it feels so much warmer. It's summery. It's inviting. I like it. Okay, so now let's move up here. I'm just going to do a couple other little things. We'll just see how quickly we can get this picture to a really fun place now that it's got a good white balance. So, okay, I push B for the brush key, and I have my right bracket key to make it a little bigger. See, I'm going to take this light. I'm going to follow the light painting. Oh, it's a little bit strong. That's okay. We'll just do it like this. I'm going to follow that light. since I did it a bit strong, we're going to bring it down and say, you know what, about there. Like, we've got the light kind of painted on him. It's brightened him up. Let's brighten up Mom and Dad too. There we go. And this is a brush with 0 hardness. So just so we kind of know. Okay, now, yeah, that's fine. Let's keep this. And we're going to kind of paint the edges down. Just a little bit, paint the foliage. Look how it's just bringing in saturation and color. It's really making it nice. And I like it because now it looks like he's kind of standing in a patch of light. It's drawing my eye right to him. It's not wandering off the edges of the picture. And, you know, this foliage looks brighter. So already I like that a lot. Let's try to make this one a group too. So Control or Command and click. Control or Command and G. Another group. Let's bring it back. We'll say, okay, that's where we started. We fixed our white balance. We added a little visual interest by playing with the exposures. And that's a lot more compelling picture. I really like that. So here we are. Now we're going to add, let's try just Pop It Baby. And okay, oh, I like that so much. Look at that green. It really brought in those greens. His skin is a little over contrasty for my taste. So, okay, again, Control or Command to click. Control or Command and G. We've got a group. Let's toss a mask on that by clicking our little mask icon. And now, oh, look, I need to change it from white to black. So X, that will switch my colors. And here we have, let's go back to B for the brush. And, okay, 22 is fine. I'm making my brush a little smaller to stick to his skin by doing the left bracket key. And I'm just going to, like, kind of take out these areas that have gotten a little too contrasty. Like his hand, his arm, like these areas that have just gone a little beyond the norm of skin colors. But I like his clothes having a little contrast. I think that gives it a little pop. So, you know, here we have our fixes before and just tossing in a little pop after. And I think we have a really compelling portrait. I think we went from kind of boring and drab and not really one that you would think, oh, I'm going to put that on the wall, to something that I think is more of a keeper. I'm really excited by this. So anyway, that just gives you a feeling for how important getting a good white balance really, really is. And then just taking it a little bit from there. But once you have a good white balance, you have a good clean palette to work on. So if you're popping colors, you're not popping, you know, green casts or anything that you really don't want in there. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. This is Rachel from Pure Photoshop Actions. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.